Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe and welcome back on the channel. I hope you're all doing well. Yes, it is Monday, a special Monday, because this Monday will tell us two important things. The first one, that it's officially international break with a lot of national teams that will have to play and try to win their ticket in Qatar World Cup 2022. We are also speaking about some Juventini like Szczesny with Poland, but also Chiellini, Bonucci, Locatelli, De Sciglio and more that at the moment are injured. We are speaking about Italy. Let's see what they will do. I don't know. But then Monday is also telling us another thing, because today is also officially Dybala Day as we speak. The agents, the entourage of Paulo Dybala are in La Continassa. We'll speak about what they might say today in that video. We'll speak also and especially about game day 30, because game day 30, mamma mia, again a lot of things happened. What a crazy Serie A, my friends. We'll speak about all these kind of things, also about Gravenberch at the end of the video, so remain on the channel. We start after that you put a maximum of like, that you put that notification on, and especially guys, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel. We start with the intro. Today I want to start with a Spanish paper. Yes, I know, Juve channel. Yes, I know, Italian papers. We start with a Spanish paper with Marca. Un bofetón, dolos que duelen, a slap in the face, one that hurts a lot. Why am I speaking about Real Madrid losing 4-0 yesterday versus Barcelona in Bernabeu, in their home? It's important, I will explain you. First of all, because I'm a football fan, yes, it was a real pleasure to see, as a neutral fan, games like that. They were playing ping pong from one side to the other, running, bam, 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 and Barcelona with Xavi, they were stronger. They cancel totally the tactics of Ancelotti, Aubameyang, Dembele, mamma mia. I remember that some people were saying, Aubameyang, no, to Juve, he's old, we don't want him. Yesterday he scored a brace, mamma mia, what a game. But that's not really why I'm speaking about Barcelona, because I want to link it with Juve. You will maybe understand a bit more when I will show you the second page, the one of Gazzetta dello Sport saying Rosse da Pazzi. Crazy Red, speaking about Formula 1, with Charles Leclerc and Sainz that yesterday were on the podium, first place, second place after 910 days, mamma mia. And why am I speaking that? Maybe some of you there already know. Let me know in the comments why. And before I tell you, it is because these big teams like Barcelona, like Ferrari, that is owned by Exor, that is also owning Juventus, but also speaking about Juventus, they are big institutions, guys. They are big clubs. When I hear on my channel, because we are out versus Villarreal, because we didn't win the Scudetto, because we are in a objectively difficult moment, when I hear and read Juventus small club, Juventus Finnish club, it is over, you will never blah blah blah, guys, I can give you one guarantee: these clubs, they will never die. They are big institution, and even if they have some moments of difficulties, like Piqué yesterday on Twitter was saying, we are back. It is what it is, guys. We continue with the third image before going in the actuality. It's yesterday, President Andrea Agnelli, that next year the family of Agnelli will own Juventus for 100 years. Yesterday he was walking after the game with his daughter, showing the pitch on the Allianz Stadium. Beautiful, especially if we think about when Andrea Agnelli, our actual president, he was there with his father in black and white. Look at that picture, beautiful picture, actually passing the torch from one president to another. Juventus is a family affair, guys. It is what it is. Beautiful moments. And now we start with what happened in game day 30, because I told you we have a lot of things to say. We will also analyze how we won yesterday with a beautiful Juventus in the first half, a boring Juventus in the second half. So yesterday a lot of games were played. No, the weekend, let's speak about the weekend, with Inter losing points again, only 7 points in 7 games for Inter, only 1 win for Inter. They are collapsing. International break never was better, in a better moment for Inter, that still has to recuperate that game versus Bologna. When? I don't know, but will it happen? I don't know. Looks like they will never find a date, but they are still collapsing. So maybe they will get back after the international break. Hopefully not, because you know that after the international break it is Juventus versus Inter. So Inter losing points versus Fiorentina 1-1, Napoli 1, Milan 1, and yesterday Derby della Capitale, Roma versus Lazio. Our ex-coach Maurizio Sarri, he received a big lesson yesterday, a big lesson with Tammy Abraham that was on fire. We continue, guys, because Tutto Sport is they are playing clickbait. They are saying Inter, eccomi Inter, here I am. Are they actually speaking about Dybala that is saying to Inter, like actually it's supposed to say Inter, eccomi with Dybala, here I am Inter? No, absolutely not, even if it's Dybala day, but they are speaking about Juventus, here I am Inter. Pay attention, why? Because look at the ranking, Juventus 59.60 points for Inter. Who would have thought that a few games ago? Impossible to think about that, guys. Juventus is at 59. They are fourth in the table, and next week, if we win versus Inter, in 2 weeks, when we will play versus them on the 2nd of April. We continue with the other news with Corriere dello Sport. We're saying la Juve addosso. Juventus is there on Inter, and pay attention Napoli, because they are playing versus Atalanta. Pay attention Milan. No, Milan is too far away. I told you that they will win the Scudetto, and I'm not. Allegri is not agreeing with me, because I say Milan will win the Scudetto. For Allegri, it's still Inter that remains favorite. So I really want to know from you guys, honestly, objectively, who you think before game 31 that will win the Scudetto. Let me know. I go for Milan, Allegri goes for Inter. We are closer to the second spot, that's what he said yesterday, because we are playing quite well and blah blah blah. And then what about Dybala? You know, he came back on what happened before the game when there was a verbal dispute with Dybala. He was saying, actually, I love when people are arguing, when they have some arguments, when they have the balls to come and to speak out, because I don't want kinds of formatted soldiers. That's what he said yesterday, and we saw it after the substitution of Dybala when he went out. That beautiful hug, guys, between Allegri and Dybala. Whatever will happen with the contract extension of Dybala, whatever will happen, I don't know what will happen, but that image is for me a really powerful one, a really strong one, because we still have 8 games to play in Serie A, plus potentially 2 in Coppa Italia. We have to go fino alla fine, united, that you are pro Dybala, that you are pro Allegri, anti-Dybala, anti-Allegri. One thing matters at the moment, it's that hug that represents team spirit fino alla fine all together. That's what I'm asking from you guys. Yes, and then we continue with Tutto Sport. We're saying gioia dentro o fuori, da oggi si accelera. We will accelerate from today, because it will be a in or out. There is no other possibility, and today, as I told you, entourage of Dybala are already in La Continassa. It has been confirmed, and the cars are there. We saw them, guys. We continue with Giovanni Capuano, that was saying that the stadium, they went up, standing ovation. The stadium that was quite silent yesterday. They were not used to a 3 p.m. game, but when Dybala was stepped out, they all stand up, and it was a standing ovation after his beautiful 57 minutes, a beautiful performance of Dybala. Now let's see what the management will do with Dybala, guys, because Giovanni Albanese, he already leaked a bit what could happen. He said the offer from Juventus to Dybala will be in line with all the new strategy of the renewal. So it's not an exception for Dybala. He will have to adapt. That means that the fixed part of the salary will be lower, and a bigger part achievable bonuses in terms of appearances, goals, team performance, and so on and so on. Will he say yes? Then we will start to really negotiate. So I'm not expecting today an answer of Juve and Dybala, but if he says yes, I kind of agree with that ideology. We start to speak about and negotiate. If he says no, guys, maybe it's over with Dybala at Juventus. La Juve sfide l'Inter con Dybala. Juventus will actually challenge Inter with Dybala, because Dybala is back. He will not travel to Argentina, so he will stay at Continassa to be at top form for that big game. It will be with Dybala. Contract or not, it will be with Dybala, guys. And yesterday he was man of the match for a lot of papers. Tutto Sport, Gazzetta dello Sport. I remember on the Juve YouTube channel, a lot of people said Dybala was man of the match after that beautiful goal that he did. What a beautiful opener. 7 for him. 6 for Rugani, that they said he was the flop of the game when he entered at the 45th minute to substitute Chiellini. Vlahovic 7 with an assist and a goal for him. 6.5 for Szczesny, De Ligt, De Sciglio, Quadrado, Danilo, that played as a midfielder yesterday. Paulo Dybala, he played 58 minutes, 1 goal, 0 assists, 2 shots on target. He did a really beautiful, until the magic and the energy was there, he played quite well. We see the heat map as well of Paulo Paulo Dybala that I don't know if he deserved man of the match or not, but he was one of the top three, of course. How did Juventus play? Because it was not only Dybala versus Salernitana, it was Juventus versus Salernitana. You see here the average position map that I'm showing you after the first half, where Juventus was playing, yes, already a 4-man defense with 2 men in the midfield, and then all the rest was actually offensive player with Vlahovic that was super far away, with Gyomber that was man on man with him. He never let him alone and never let him breathe for 1 second. So that's what we see with the Dybala quite low. It changed in the second half where all the team went down. You still see 4-man defense with Rugani that was even lower than Chiellini in the first half, and then Danilo that was playing as a defensive midfielder with Arthur a bit more up. But generally, what do we see? That Juventus in the first half was at 55 meters from the goal, so quite high in terms of average block. In the second half, we went to 47, so we dropped down a lot, and we also didn't use anymore the width from the field. We were a lot more compact, boring, managing the game. We know it. And where did we attack? Never centrally, because we had some gaps there and not enough qualities, especially when Dybala went out. We went into the wings, especially the right wings, with Cuadrado, with De Sciglio. Why am I speaking about both of them? Because those two are the ones that touched the most balls yesterday. 87 balls each, followed by Matthijs de Ligt with 71. So we were really going immediately to the right side, and then let's see what will happen. That's what yesterday happened in the game. Chiellini yesterday, he reached actually Scirea, a really important player and legend of Juventus, because he played 552 times with Juventus in all competitions, same as Scirea. He's now third on the podium behind Buffon with 685 and Del Piero with 705. Grande congratulations to Chiellini. Will it be his last season or not? A lot will depend, of course, of Italy qualifying or not. Il mio ruolo è la Juve. We go from one legend, that is Chiellini, to Danilo, that can become potentially a legend, maybe not from his phenomenal skills on the field, but about his behavior, because he said yesterday, after the journalist asked him, what about the fact that you are playing out of role at Juventus because you play at a midfielder? He said, my role is not out of role. My role is Juventus. That's my role. Beautiful words for Capitano Danilo, because we already had the captain band. Beautiful leadership role. He said, I don't care where I'm playing as long as I can give my contribute to the team. And also yesterday to the zone, he said also, I went to the supporters also after the win versus Salernitana to say sorry for the result about Villarreal. These are beautiful things that supporters really love. He also said, and he honestly said, that Salernitana was not the best game that Juventus played, especially second half, where mentally and physically the players were really tired after actually the big hit and the humiliation versus Villarreal yesterday. And we go from one legend to one that can become it, to another new that yesterday started in Serie A. It is Miretti, not his official start with Juventus, because he already played versus Malmö. He already entered, but this time in Serie A, the kid was happy. Am I happy? I'm happy to see young players, of course. On the other hand, I agree with all of you guys. I agree with all of you. He had to enter much earlier, especially when you are doing 2-0 versus Salernitana. The team was losing focus. Could have been dangerous, maybe yes, maybe no. But guy, Miretti, I wanted to see him earlier. On the other side, I'm happy and congratulations for him. One that will go in the national team, because Napoli player Di Lorenzo is injured. It is De Sciglio with yesterday a beautiful assist for Vlahovic. He will travel with the Italian national team. Will he start or not? I don't know. Mancini will have some problem, because he will have to reinvent the defense without Bonucci, probably without Chiellini, even if they are called up, because look at that image with all the Juventus players that will go internationally. We are speaking about Chiellini, Bonucci, Locatelli. Even if he's tested positive with COVID, from the moment that is negative, he can join back Italy. And De Sciglio for 4 players to go to Italy. Szczesny for Poland, Danilo and Arthur for Brazil. Sule that will go with the Argentinian team. He still didn't play there, but it's beautiful to see our boy called up for the big national Argentinian team. Cuadrado will go to Colombia, and then Vlahovic to Serbia, Rabiot to France, Morata to Spain, De Ligt to the Netherlands. These last four will not play really serious games, but they will start preparing the World Cup with some friendlies. Guys, we finished with Gravenberch. I promise you to give you an update in that longer video. Yesterday I saw some translation from the Telegraaf. You know I'm speaking Dutch. Some translation where it was said that Gravenberch preferred actually, and he decided already to go to Bayern Munich. Guys, I just want to rectify because I was reading all the Dutch and from the Netherlands papers, the Telegraaf and so on. That's written nowhere, guys. I just wanted to confirm you that yes, Bayern is really solid on the player, and probably they are really serious and they will go, and it's even possible that Gravenberch will finish at Bayern Munich, but at the moment it is not a done deal. And Gravenberch, that only said a few weeks ago that sometimes when he's playing FIFA is choosing Bayern Munich, there is nothing at the moment. Same state as Juventus. Juventus wanted Gravenberch. They proposed 25. Ajax said no, 35. Bayern want 25 million. They said no, 35. So we are at the same point. Gravenberch, there is still hope for Juventus, even if we don't know. Maybe Juventus has other objectives. Guys, please put a maximum of like on that video. Let me know how you will keep yourself busy during the international team, and also which national team you are supporting. That's really important. Are you also supporting a bit of Italy because you love Juve, or absolutely not and you're supporting another team? Let me know. Thank you. Grazie, forza, Juve.